voice in our ears, but the more we race the sound of its tone. There's jumping on knees, feeding our backs, tearing, chewing, we can hold them all. The power and love's what we do it for.
Welcome back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 17 of our Legendary Greasus Goldtooth Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are here and we have a little bit of a treasury issue. We are in the serious red, but I think we can fix that up pretty quickly just by coming into some of our lesser settlements here in the Mountains of Morn and just seizing the building of some of what we've got here. So the Veil of Titans is actually doing alright for us, so we're going to stop the construction of this fire cave. And then do we have any others that are going on in that we don't necessarily need? Yeah, Emble Peak, we don't necessarily need. The walls, we'll stop the construction of that, and I think the Pack Cave as well, we will cease construction of. So now we've got 4,000 extra gold sitting there, and we can probably do something to help our income. So as far as troops, we don't necessarily need. Gad down here has a bunch of Ogre Bulls with Iron Fists. They are last generation Ogres, and they are not needed. That drops it down to negative 800. Gad's magic is not doing great, so we're going to have you give you gut magic, which is going to completely even that out. Well, let's see if we can figure out, out here up on the map, which have the best winds of magic, where we can actually start building some up. Fair enough, so we need to come on back down toward the Shattered Stone Bay. We're not going to be taking any attrition, even though the Nurgle corruption here is 100, which makes not a lot of sense, but we'll take it.
Very well.
Alright, so he's no attrition, and we'll start building up some winds of magic for Gad, but I don't want him to get too far away from some of these other settlements over here. That's about to go up to a tier 4, which will allow us to start making even more gold from it. For the bounty hunt, or bounty hut, rather. So I have had Kevin's boys get some extra food, come and get it, so we're going to have them sprint up towards the Black Fang settlement. And we're going to bring Greasus some reinforcements, and we should be able to deal with Karen and company. I'm just going to go ahead and give up a lot of the Badlands here to the Chaos Dwarves, that way we can be good friends with them. And it should also allow us the opportunity even more Chorf warriors, as well as speeding along towards that long victory condition. I don't know that we're actually going to go all the way till we gain this, since it's a lot of actual settlements all over the map here. Nangao Weijin, a lot of Cathay, and then a whole bunch of the mountainous settlements, even across the Badlands. But we can do so by making friends with them. So Gates of Zar here. What we'll do is we're just going to go ahead and destroy these two buildings. I think. I mean, the chances are good the rats are going to come up and try to attack it. I just don't know if they can reach all in one turn. So that's kind of the issue there. Alright, so let's go ahead and dismantle just the... I'm going to give us 600 and 600. How much would you be willing to give us for the Gates of Zar? I give you the gates and you give me 4,000. And then I don't have to necessarily worry about the Skaven there. We're going to keep the one that's in the mouth of the mountains in this entire province here. We might start slowly handing those off to the Chaos Dwarves. He accepts. Now we're all the way up to 113. So next turn we should be able to start grabbing some trade agreements and non-aggression pacts with Gorth. But doing this is going to cause us all sorts of issues with the Cathayans. So we need to prepare for war with them once they deal with the lizard issues. We can try to make friends with them once we actually make our way into the northern portion, into the eastern steppes. But we'll worry about that later on. As far as Malbob goes, we're just going to keep you here, holding the line. Drop some of your lads off in the Black Fortress camp to let them help out with the upkeep. I think we will. Dual clubs and a couple of these Iron Fists, we'll go ahead and just switch them on over. And you can come back into Black Fortress and try to keep the control in order. We're so very close to our first Dreadquake mortars. We just need 44 allegiance points and we're at 30. Any kind of missions we can get up to? No, not at all. So we'll go ahead and wait. We can keep building up those points. 8,000 gold is actually a fair bit. Are we able to upgrade the outpost we have with you all here at Uzbek? How much is that going to be? 4,000 for the Ogre district. Does this increase the amount of allegiance points we are using? I don't think so. It allows us to use global, which I think is a good idea. We should just spend a little bit of gold for it. Perfect. I'm going to skip through everything else here. We're going to grab the lore that hasn't been moved down here in the Nurglish lands, and we're just going to keep ping-ponging back and forth. I think they've now overextended towards the Dragonfang Mount, so we should be able to hit the Dread Rock, but we'll see.
Trained by the White Tower.
We will see. The Disciples of Hashut have now declared war on the Warhost of the Apocalypse. Well, I guess it's the end times. Alright, we've got an imminent rebellion here in the Dragon Isles. Kugath is back. We don't necessarily know what this army is going to be made up of, but it's probably nothing nice. We probably need to move here and take down Dread Rock while we can, then.
It'll happen.
It'll happen. Oh, we sure hope so, don't we?
Going in.
Onward. And we're definitely going to go ahead and grab Bloody and Raw once we're here. So we'll go ahead and encircle.
Tear you apart.
This is going to be a brutal fight.
Show you
Max tier Nurgle towers are a nightmare. So we'll grab Bloody and Raw. And then
going in.
we shall take the fight to Nurgle. To give us a Pyrrhic victory, let's grab the Scarecrow banner and give it to one of our Lead Belchers. That's where they're likely to send their Rotflies after. And then we'll just grab the Banner of Swiftness and provide it to our... Give it to our Firebelly so we can get out of combat if he needs to. Have ourselves a large pre-battle feast. All sorts can go wrong here. They've got all of their army abilities, so as their troops are going to be dying, they're going to be gaining some extra heals and even a damage spell to drop down on us. Take what we can and give nothing back. Alright. So we're definitely going to need to attack from an area that has way less in terms of powers and maximize our ability to actually fight back. So let's grab some Probably from over here. We're still going to set most of our scrap launchers towards trying to attack the towers. Just don't know if they're going to be able to land hits. Better believe the fort tower is going to be able to.
I ain't no gobbo.
Set the scrap launchers up in areas where I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to land hits. We'll do the same thing with our two Lead Belcher squads. They're going to have a pretty hard time. You might need to have them here, and then they'll scoot up once we're really going. So I run up front to try to dodge towers and get their attention. I'll have all the man-eaters back ready to charge through. Invisible to start, if we can help it. Almost all the Noblars are as well. We'll put these guys in the back line. All of the cavalry. Great weapon lads in the center. Perfect. We'll have the Saber-Tusk pack move around. We'll have them be a distraction over here on this side. Let them know they're there, and then we'll scoot them around towards us once the battle's going. Alright, so Tyrant and Firebelly. Noblars. We'll keep the Noblars with the rest of the front line. We'll have the Lead Belchers with the artillery teams. And then the Beasties. Let's get them. If you all three can blast a hole in the wall, that'd be awesome. You move up, start trying to knock down this fort wall, and you go with him. Have you two scoot forward. And these man-eaters can start moving up. I think Ogre should be able to get through the walls faster than most of the other factions, since it's their whole motif. It's not a lot of damage, but it's at least keeping them from utilizing the tower. Smack the gatehouse down. Bring the hounds around wide. Actually, we could probably sit them in this gatehouse. Force the Nurgle forces different sections. Lead Belchers, can you guys move up? And, oh, they actually can't fire on towers at all. Let's pick them off fire at will, then. And we can use them to knock down some of the towers they put up once we get inside the walls. Other Maneaters move up. Noblars also go ahead and move up. Beautiful hits from the Scrap Launcher. Nearly all of those splashing home. Getting through the walls, little by little. Battle Cats are going wide. They really don't want to be in range with the Rot Flies. A couple volleys would be all we really need. The wall's going down pretty quickly. Let's get the Mournfang into position. Scrap Launchers should only need a few more volleys to deal with them, so let's have them switch over to shooting at these Plague Bearers. And I see a lot of lads clumped up over here. Do we have a burning head we can use? Let's bounce it off the wall. See how much damage a normal cast does. Crispy nurglings. That should be beautiful damage there. I always forget we have the Stone Shaker ability here for the Ogres. Enjoy it. Hoping to knock down some of the guys off the wall. We definitely did. Gates are open. Perfect. Just gonna charge you and have you go clobber Olaramon. Sit in some of the Noblars too, so Noblars go on either side. And very soon the rest of the Ogres come on through. Charge in behind. Send these Noblars in with this group of Ogres. Alright, they're going for all sorts of goodies to try to deal with our Ogre boss. Drop down. Melee defense. Drop everyone's attack. Let these guys start trying to deal with these spawn as they come on in. Cannon lads, come on up. Said cannon lads, come on up. Maneaters come smashing through. Same thing with the Mournfang Cav. Bring them into cracking individual units. Another piercing bolts of burning. I think it will be a great target here with all of these poor fools. Ripped through those gates pretty quickly, didn't they? Move in and claim some zones then for me. Blast a hole in this portion of the fort wall. The Mournfang can have alternate routes. In fact, we're going to send them through this way. Help out those Noblars. Through in every position here, so start sitting everyone in. Break them. You come out here after the cultist. Drop the Shield of Flame on our hero again, or our lord. We're gonna bring the Lead Belchers away so they can actually fire. Perfect. Mournfang, get in there. They're having trouble pathing through this portion of the wall. Ripping them to pieces. The Lord's taking a little bit of damage. 16 more seconds till we can activate his ability once more. Let's go for another burning head. We'll send it straight across the back line here. The cannons are ripping through these Plague Bearers. Now to get more. That's gonna rip through our Noblars in a bad way. Let's bring the Mournfang through. Looks like most of them are getting caught up fighting spawn, which is not exactly what they want to do. These Mournfang turn around and go after those Forsaken. The Belchers move up. Take some position if you can. The other ones move into this position over here. Charge on across. We'll give the extra melee defense to the Lord once more there.
Cavalry!
Cavalry come on through. While these Iron Fists rotate around. Noblars can go get involved with some of the Plague Bearers that are left.
Guts out, boys!
Cannons, you start shooting into the back of these Plague Bearers. Charge down the spawn. Yeah, right, good bashing. Spawn are very dangerous. I was hoping we were going to get the Massacre going, but I think since most of them aren't going to be able to actually retreat, it'll be a hard time to actually get going. We'll do another extra bout of melee defense on Rug. We'll have our artillery teams do nothing for the most part. Just move up and start blasting different platforms to bits. Our Hound Dogs are being cornered, but they're very fast. Our Battle Cats are fitted every time we get it wrong. We'll have them maneuver through. We've got a lot of units over here trying to chase them. Seems like a mistake. Let's move up and go after these Nurglings. Our janky camera, we'll have to move it ourselves. Maneaters. We'll have you all move up the frontier, Photinia's Hollow, Viridius Hollow.
This way! Immolate them!
3 Noblars we have left, we'll just send them up the front line to gum up that section of the map. That's the Lord gone. If we get rid of the other heroes, that'll be a huge blow to the enemy. Lead Belchers, we're gonna have you guys rotate. Out of order there. Sprint all the way up here. We'll have the... Oh, they got caught. By Nurglings. No bonus V large for Nurglings in normal. But they do have the towers blasting away at us. Rampage isn't good because that's gonna stop them from being clever. Artillery teams, quit wasting your shot. Let's come on up and help out with these Forsaken. Chances are we're gonna lose a fair few of our Saber Dust here this battle. Come on up and help out with the Forsaken here. Even though you've gone through the trap like fools. Alright, moving on up, and the Firebelly as well. Try to ask these guys to come and smash down the platform, but I guess they're not having it. And would we have control of the Saber Tusks again? If we can pull them away from here, that'd be great. Down a little bit. Gonna struggle a little bit too heavily against all of the armor those Forsaken have. You, with the piercing bolts of burning, will not struggle with armor. You're going nowhere. And anyone left will launch the burning head through. Steer them on off. So they crumble into piles of ash and magma. Slag of the demons. Hornfang, switch to smashing through these Plague Bears. We'll have the other Saber Tusk roll with you. Extra damage. That should be more than overwhelming. Still have to worry about the Plague Bearers with the grenades. And the toes that are now making their way into the fight. Hornfang switch. Everyone else come on up here and smush them. I think the demons are going to give up, though. Guard is much nicer. Way less stabbing death. We're getting gobbled up randomly. That'll work. We're the grenade lads. What won't work is getting shot by these towers. We'll bring the Firemouth up through. You can work as a scout for us, so we know where the last Plague Bears are. and they fade away to obscurity. Such is the way. Right, a close victory is going to give us, now we'll take that one. Only troops we really lost were Noblars and a little bit of health on a Rug, and then some expendable Saber Tusks. Good old Battle Cats. Sack all of the gold. I think instead we're simply going to loot and occupy it, though. That way we can hopefully rebuild faster than normal. If we were to stack it, of course. Plus, we need to be able to replenish. Rug has given himself a large name. Which one do you have? Longstrider. He's got them long legs. The Longstrider Rug will give you. Got the Tools of Destruction and the Best Eaters. Let's snag. Rally to keep the lads fighting, but we don't have anyone that is a gold chevron. We have some Mournfang that are. Man-Eaters are almost there. Not quite, so let's make you better at fighting. So even more speed or greater girth for hit points and weapon strength. Go for that. Our bulky boy here. Give him his Arcane Conduit. And then we'll look at probably going for the Flaming Sword of Ruin. To allow all of our ogres to do maximum damage to demons. That's kind of the thing we've been struggling with against them. Red Rock is only ever going to be a tier 3 cauldron town. No way. Let's repair it and try to throw in the defenses. Trench will take 3 turns, though. I don't think we have time. We're going to try all the same. No other income is going to be spent, though, on our settlements. We're going to spend it all on the camps where possible. Going to upgrade all of them that we can. So 1,000 or 10,000 for the Ancient Tooth Circle here at the Valley of Horns. So go ahead and do that right away. The Noblars are still free. We're likely just going to have a squad of Noblars in each. Knowing that the scrap launchers are also free is pretty great. Put 2 more in there.
Tyrant of the tribe.
Waiting for this one to get up to tier 2 again, which is a little bit sad. Big gem mine's pretty nice. Is indeed a mine franchised by Big Gem.
Greasus, the shockingly obese. This
Let's move on. Blizzard Peak. I mean, depending on what kind of forces they have, let's move forward a little bit.
Pull me there.
Malagor has just a bunch of Ungor, and Blizzard Peak is defended by a heap of Bestigor, but we do have cannons, so Bestigor beware. Oh, hello, village. That's not a good sign. Give us a close victory, low casualties. I don't trust your low casualties, so we're going to fight this ourselves. Get the Iron Blaster to work. See how many of the... I was definitely wrong. I was thinking that the Centaur squads had more in SFO, but I think it's about exactly the same. They perform much better in SFO. I've always found them to be pretty meh in the main. Very strange. And what is this thing? Palace of Doom? So is this just an area we can bombard them at with artillery? I mean, I would be... I'm sad not to. What is this? This is perfect. We can hit the first miner supply location. Let's try to force all of their units over here. We'll have you... Well, no, we don't really need you there to defend. English. Look at this Herdstone map. I actually haven't gotten a chance to take a look. Cool if we got even more Dark Forest maps. We don't have enough that are corrupted by the Beastmen. Herdstones raised in the background. That's pretty incredible looking. Look at that. Also cool to have the different Herdstones if they were kind of built up for different... I don't know if we'll ever get a tribal Beastmen DLC where we get kind of all of the different marked Chaos Gods. The different Herdstones can look differently depending on what they are dedicated to. Would be pretty cool. We'll have the trappers defending our cannon, even though they were likely not to need them. Anyone who needs to be smelled is gonna... Let's make sure the cannons are on this side. I think otherwise they're gonna have a really bad day. We can have our cavalry threatening this other angle of attack, though. After we take the challenge stone, we're definitely going to spend some turns upgrading Greasus' army here. We still have these Iron Fist Ogre Bulls, and that's unacceptable. All these regular Noblars are going to get traded out for trappers. If we keep any at all. So actually, no. Group 1 is going to be Greasus and company. 2 is the infantry. Trappers are included in that. Guard boat on for you guys, and then the ranged lads. Take garden wood off for the pistols, because they can actually hold their own. The Iron Guts set up. Iron Guts. These Noblars in behind our cannons. Hunter leading the charge. Greasus and our Firebelly. I think we'll have our Hunter roll with our cavalry. Grab everyone else and bring them on over so they're Ogre Bulls with Iron Fists. Do them in the back line. It's kind of the absolute last reserve troops. And then the Powder Guts would be specialist infantry. Let's get them. Let's put the Iron Blaster forward so we can see everything on this map here. No problem. Everyone else can start moving up too. In sections at first. Start moving the ogres up and around. Iron Blaster's already ripping some shots. I mean, it's slain several Centaur already. Looks like 9 went down. What say you, fools? Let's go ahead and take it off of fire at will, though. Oh, very good job hitting everything. Get off of fire at will, and we'll save those shots. Malagor is coming over the top. Dropping down some spells. Block of Doom upgraded. I think we hit him with a fireball. Fireball and a bunch of cannons. So the Noblar is up to be a nuisance. Where's my mates? Grease is coming right on up. There's really nothing here that can threaten you. Malagor just wants to run away from our cannons, so be it. Let's bring the cavalry in now. We can have our hunter also threaten him. There's absolutely no way he wants to fight the hunter. Crippling blow. And Ungor spears, Chaos Warhounds. I just want to use it on the best of Gores. We're gonna wait. Bring the lead belchers back. Malagor was just fleeing from them. Have them then turn and eliminate this group of Chaos Warhounds. Get everyone into position before we do anything. On back, Malagor took some fair damage. Just a bunch of Ungor. I see some Bestigor in there as well. Not move all the way in, we'll stay here. Have our hunter keep throwing stuff at him. Cannons, let's have you start blasting through this gore herd next. The Noblar's in behind Boss Hog. See the Iron Guts in. Got mixing everyone up. Iron Guts move on forward. We're going to blow up our own Noblars, which is great. You guys hold the line. Iron Blaster's a little bit out of range now, which is a bit sad. Ranging, well, take it back. It's not out of range at all. Didn't enjoy that one at all. Smashes on through. Everyone move together to smash these Warhounds. Spearman Herder, not something I'm very scared of. Honestly, neither am I scared of the Centaur. Just blend those Ungor up and keep moving. Crushers, you go get those are Bestigor. Crushers, still go get the Bestigor. You turn, start launching some stuff at said Bestigor. We'll have the cannons move up. Start blasting some cannon shots at Malagor. Noblars go find some Ungor to make angry. Same thing here with our shaman. Everyone else get on down here. We're just gonna smash this Ungor herd if they're left. Bestigors. See any Bestigor. Give him another volley. Let's go ahead and charge. The Crushers are getting a little bit overwhelmed by the Bestigor. There's a lot of stuff over here. Use that weight to get out. Same thing there with the Crushers. They've got so much weight they should be able to pull themselves out of the fight easily. You guys keep trying to assassinate Malagor. That's perfect. He's zooming all over the place. The piercing bolts are burning in on the back of all these Bestigor. Alright, now we send all of our cavalry back in. Except for you guys, you're not actually out yet. There's the Ungor Raiders. 4 unfortunate souls. Let's rotate them around. Malagor is dodging cannonballs where he can. Not doing a great job of it either. These poor beastmen. Even losing to Noblars. Get them all in there. Break these Bestigor. You guys move up and claim the zone. Let's slow this whole squad down so they're not going anywhere. Malagor's just kind of sad at this point. Alright, Crusher and everyone pull away from the fighting. Wait, a little too late, he's already made it. That group should break and run pretty quickly. Cycle them on in. Outer Guts turn and blast this group. Cannons. Looks like Malagor has fled to the back line. This is all sorts of unfortunate. Yeah, Warhounds even aren't going to really do much. Best part is our Iron Blaster has been near useless. We got baited by putting it up here on the top. I don't think there's anything over here that can actually defend against the Crushers. There are some Bestigor. We'll circle you around. Use that weight to get through. Light of the Valkyries plays. Need much more of a heavy metal version though. Centaur have arrived. Hello. How well do you think that's gonna work for you? Bring cavalry back. Have you guys flee for a moment because there's some Ungor spearmen chasing you. Give them the old chop. That one really needs heals, but we'll give it to our hunter anyway. Everyone circle back around. There's some Ungor herd that need clobbering. We're gonna grab the Flame Storm and let it just rip through the back line here. As soon as that's done, we're gonna go for the Burning Head too. Yeah. Enjoy. Eat more chicken cow fries. That's gonna be a bunch of Noblars getting cooked too. How unfortunate. Oh well. They are quite scrumptious now. So these Centaurs are charged out to their doom. Have you move through and smush that other group with your extra speed? Nothing can stop the Stonehorn from moving. Alright, cannons. Deal with Papa Malagor. He's really just been floating around in the back, trying to avoid combat. 3, let's go ahead and pull out once more. The Crushers weren't actually in combat. Come through and break this Bestigor herd. Also gonna slow them all down so I can snack on them easier. That's that. Those raiders are gone. Come back through and deal with the Land Reaper. Fortunately, we are a little bit scarier than the land. Chuck a fireball at Malagor, give him even more stuff to dodge.
I'll crush them.
Dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball metal version. He's doing a very good job, though. Alright, Lead Belcher, Iron Blaster, you're gonna get involved as well. More damage here for these guys. We'll just charge everything in. Any Noblars that are lost are completely unworried about. And any models that don't get slain here are... There we go. Beautiful. We've got plenty of goats to round up. I will catch you all in a moment. Alright, we upgrade our victory to a size of 1, losing 157. Not bad at all. We didn't even really let our cannons rip. Let's go ahead and simply claim the Blizzard Peak as is. Or territory. Become the Crown Reaver. Extra melee attack when fighting against the Beastmen, and then more leadership for our entire army. Harbinger of Disaster has been wiped out once more. They'll be back. They always are. Alright, Greasus. We can go ahead and just go ahead and continue down your blue line. Sometimes we can say that in a row. Rating, recruitment cost, or just attrition suffered. We'll go for this one. Recruitment cost would be nice since we're going through the global line. It's going to be very expensive. Final point into scouting here. And then follow the Magic Hunter Thrud. Do you have any other big names we need to go for? Oh, Lizardmen, Dwarves, and Empire Bretonia. That's pretty weak. Elusive will indeed work then. Final point into melee defense.
Ogre Tyrant.
Gut Crusher Grolg, who now can also become the Rat Killer. Now we're good. We'll make him a Gut Crusher. Probably a good idea. Just give him more movement. Additional casualties, Sneaky Stalker. Or the Stampede Rider. Now let's grab the Great Beast Hunter so he moves even further and has a little bit more bonus to be large and has that immunity to psychology, helping with any kind of fear or terror. Targ then. Magic reserves and then another piercing bolts of burning.
The Over Tyrant.
Sweet business of Village is now trespassing on our lands, and he is a nasty army. Inkors and Zinch are no joke. Especially the Exalted variant. Well, where are you going?
Ogres.
Coming to fight the northern provinces?
Things. They are more tonic.
He's trying to go around the Bastion. Oh, this is another army that's trying to sneak their way past Greasus. Unfortunate. Once again, I want to claim the Challenge Stone, and then from there we'll move to start upgrading Greasus' army a little bit. Right. Only 32 in Allegiance points. It is a true honor.
It'll happen.
And then we'll keep you in march as far as you can.
Follow the boss.
No amount of fear towards the Norskins.
Get moving.
Ooh, although we would be taking attrition, he didn't show us this before. How kind. We'll go into normal movement stance somehow. I guess unfortunately we'll take a turn of attrition. That's my fault for not looking.
Tyrant.
I could have sworn he didn't have the little skull symbol there before.
Something's leg.
Berserkers and then some Chaos Warriors. Should be a dangerous fight, but we do have the artillery chariots, which are as dangerous as anything else. Easily.
Ogre slew a master.
Ugath is building up some magic. We don't really know what he's got to wield against us. I think what we're gonna do is
It'll happen.
bring Gad out of march stance if we can.
Emissary.
Have him just gonna sit here in camp between the two. And we don't know when the Cathayans are gonna stab us in the back, but it's gonna be soon.
Will soon be slain, as all mountain brutes are.
Even though he's supposed to like us. Does it seem like when the AI is controlling a Zhao Ming that get any of the extra bumps to Ogre relations. So it's just based on how you feel about him, which is usually not the same way.
Obey me!
Okay, well, we'll just chuck in the Salt flats here in the Blizzard Peak, and then we'll tell Village he's trespassing. Turn around and leave. We have a collect to smash.
Ogre slew a master.
Now, Bob, I'm gonna have to move to the Sentinels.
Lay out one.
Highly unlikely Immortal chooses to attack us, but you never know.
Carve and grind.
Demon Stump is another one that I don't necessarily want under... We don't want it under their control, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to leave the Mountains of Morn. Oh, we've already given up our passage out of the Mountains of Morn. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and give the Demon Stump over to them as well.
One ragsistras kaz ongrun.
He doesn't want the Demon Stump. What's wrong with you? It's a beautiful settlement right on the banks of this lovely sludgy river.
Tyrant
Guess such is the way.
tribe.
We'll let
Cons.
Gad stay where he's at. No building upgrades and no repairing any buildings. That'll be our turn. Come on up to Kevin.
To everything's mine. I'll pick my teeth for your bloody bones.
Oh, look. Some lizards appear. Kugath wants a peace treaty. He's likely to attack this if we tell him no. But I don't mind that, because now then he's locked into one spot. So, no peace. He moves in, and he's got nothing but Nurglings. We would absolutely lose this battle, but I think we can win the next.
A battle and a feast.
Alright, because we're back up here in the mountains. Rebellion of the Dragon Isles, which has also been lost. We're actually gaining gold for it. The Puppets of Misrule have ignored the trespassing warning. That's not where they're at. Don't even pretend. No, they haven't. They actually left.
Trade lord.
All I asked.
Tribe state.
Now we're going to have the Tribe Stealer
Master.
move back to where he was.
More spoils.
They're here again.
Put your feet up, boys.
Right in
Waddle on over.
this position. Move up to take down the Challenge Stone here next
Pull
turn.
me there.
Wouldn't mind trying to grab a unit of trappers. Oh, it did the wrong one. Well, such is the way. These guys are no longer useful.
Sure about those guts.
Now they're quite skinny.
No, please.
I've never heard that one. Sad for disbanding my Noblars. Go up into encampment stance, and we'll slowly but surely move through the mountains here.
Stomp on.
We've got the snow horn, and we've got artillery. Oh, and we got ambushed. Oh, no, we didn't. Okay, they tried to ambush us. Where? How did you do this? I'm impressed. They knew Kevin was here. Alright, well, we have ourselves an excellent battle, a fight for our very lives here in the next episode against Iber, the Cheese Grater Wizard. For now, though, I'm out of time for today. I have been Space Wizard Total War. I believe I'll like the light god and a sub for the sub zone. See you on the next one.